Here's a strange Bible verse. In his kindness, God called you to share in his eternal glory by means of Christ Jesus. So after you have suffered a little while, he will restore, support, and strengthen you, and he will place you on a firm foundation. Now, the strange part is the suffering part. To my mind, couldn't it have been written that we are called to glory, and then we skip the second sentence? I mean, that would have made it a whole lot more comfortable, and I think I would have preferred it a lot more. Recently, I was watching a TV show that's called The World's Toughest Race. It's this multi-day, absolute crazy run, cycle, swim, paddle, crawl, suffer, endure, like through jungles, across seas, along rivers, up waterfalls. It's just endless. There's no sleep. There's no stopping. And when you're watching it, you may wonder, why in the world would people put their bodies through this crazy thing? Now, this is exactly the same thought that smashes into me like a ton of bricks when I run another ultramarathon. There's a point in these marathons where I'm so tired, I'm nauseous, I'm throwing it up, I'm dehydrated, and then I ask myself, why am I doing this? And at that moment, when you're at your lowest, when you're exhausted, it's vital that you have an answer to that question. And I've seen many runners close to the end simply giving up because they didn't have a good enough answer to that question. Now, for most endurance athletes, the answer is probably, well, the accomplishment of finishing. It's the reward when you reach the end, knowing that you have achieved something remarkable. It's hard to explain the emotion that despite absolute exhaustion, you feel incredible joy and exhilaration as you cross that finish line. But is it simply the achievement that's important? Well, this is a big part of it, but it's only part of it because there's something else. While you putting your body under this immense stress and physical strain, what you're actually doing is you're breaking it down. But afterwards, something incredible happens. Your body heals, but not only does it heals stronger, making you ready to take on even greater challenges. And that's how exercise works. It breaks us down in order to build us up to become even fitter and stronger. Now, the COVID pandemic has shown us one thing is absolutely vital, and that is to develop our fitness and our immunity. This doesn't mean we all have to become ultra runners, but we do need to take care of our bodies. And while the first time you go out on a run or even a walk, it seems exhausting and it hurts us and it makes us tired and our muscles are aching, each time after a little bit of rest, we grow a bit stronger. Now we read in the letter to the Corinthians, however, the spiritual is not first, but the natural, and afterward, the spiritual. God teaches us that spiritual lessons are based on natural things. And so the lesson of health and fitness and achievement, which apply in the natural, apply even more so in our spiritual journeys. And so when we now look at God's instructions, we can understand what he's saying. In his kindness, God called you to share in his eternal glory by means of Christ Jesus. So after you have suffered a little while, he will restore, support, and strengthen you, and he will place you on a firm foundation. We are all running a spiritual race, and as such, we need a spiritual fitness to complete it. It's the race of life, and our trials and our challenges are not easy, but they make us stronger, better able to meet life's challenges, but also, very importantly, stronger and more able to help others. However, the good news is that unlike a normal physical race, in this spiritual race, we have extra special support. He, that is Jesus, will restore, support, and strengthen you, and he will place you on a firm foundation. Now, in ultra running or marathon running, this might be considered a banned substance because of the strength and the unfair advantage almost that is being offered to us. As Paul says in Philippians, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. And so while our challenges often seem much more than we feel we can handle. Let us take comfort that God is not only in every single detail, He's also giving us an incredible divine support and strength as He molds us so that we might grow to become, in every respect, the mature body of Him who is the head, that is Christ. My prayer is that we will then, along with Paul, be able to say these amazing words: I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for His appearance.